Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. Positivity is needed by your Filipina wife. I want to help men have a lasting marriage to a Filipina, and I've been married since May of 2015. Can't believe it. And so I've made this channel well over 1,000 videos for you to try to learn what it really is like. I'm going to be very honest with you, to be married to a woman from another country. So please subscribe here to Love Beyond the Sea. Would you describe yourself as a positive person? I admit I am not naturally one who looks at the so-called bright side of things, but being aware of that is the first step to your wife more fully embracing you. I've learned a few things in our time that I want to talk about with this area of positivity. I only have so many minutes. Focusing on the positive in a relationship is more helpful than focusing on the negative, of course. But when we are upset or feel wronged, we tend to dwell on the negative until we get it kind of resolved in our mind. As the leader of the home, I want to be positive. This isn't always easy for me. I tend to be perfectionistic. In fact, virtually everyone in my family seems to be that way. You know what I mean? Something never good enough. Got to do it better. I'm hardly ever satisfied with anything I do. And you can see how this would damage a relationship if I treated her like that. Comments are always welcome here on Love Beyond the Sea. Let me know your experience with being positive with your Filipina. If I want my relationship with Isa to work, I have to take the lead here and be positive. I don't mean to say be unrealistic. She will feel loved when I am positive. For example, praising her for how she is adjusting to her new country as she progresses, complimenting her on anything and everything. This reinforces her behavior. When she misses home, and she will, remind her she can visit there. Also, just be accepting that she's going to go through homesickness. Encouraging her to continue education in something, if she wants to do that, like my wife, would be positive. Let her know you believe that you can work through any issue together. If she is down on herself, then reassure her. If she is struggling with something, tell her she can do it and be patient with her. When my wife was trying to adjust to working here in America, she would tell me what her struggles were. This was a golden opportunity for me to let her know that she was talented, bright, and skilled with a great attitude and a work ethic. I told her she is what all supervisors wish they had more of. And I enjoy reminding her of her strong suits because I want to build her up. Who else is going to do that if I don't? Sometimes just being patient shows positivity. Give her time to learn and grow. I've always tried to encourage her at her job because she has picked things up very quickly. But since being in the country has been a new experience for her, she has sometimes naturally lacked some confidence in some areas, but I can see her potential, and I try to develop or to encourage her development at work and school and personally every way possible. I try to compliment her when I see her do anything well and express to her often that I love her, not because she has earned it or because she did something, but because I love her, and I always will. Sometimes she feels like I'm not always positive. I'm probably not, but I feel like I'm just being realistic, and I want her to fully understand what she's getting into, because sometimes I feel like I do know what she's getting into. She thinks it's negative, but I don't agree with that. Homework, studying for school has taken up a lot more time than either of us expected, and this is not the time for me to be negative. It's too late for that. I need to encourage her to keep plugging away and try to give her the space that she needs to do it. I still need to explain what I need, from her as a husband, but I get that this is a tough chore, and I just want to be as encouraging as I can be to her. There is something to be said for not being negative all the time. If you are hard to please, then that would be discouraging to her. Celebrating big and small accomplishments, and most accomplishments in our relationships will be small, but who ever gets tired of compliments and minor celebrations? It also reinforces to her that her husband cares enough to notice how she is doing. Well, that's it for now on positivity. Do you know what I mean about being a positive influence on her, not just letting things happen? If you aren't already, I hope one day you will be able to be a positive leader of your love beyond the sea.